So this is take 3 of our conversation. So I decided to record this conversation as a form of podcast since Gian asked an amazing question. And what was the question again?
The question is, when will Mama Ika be when I am 30? What age? What age?
No, when you asked me in the kitchen, when we decided to do the podcast, we already did the math. I think you asked about anxiety.
Yeah.
So we're talking. Jiren is knocking on the door, but we're gonna finish our conversation. We're gonna make this one quick.
Jiren is my baby sister.
Yeah, don't talk to the podcast like they don't know you. So let's assume they already know you and they already know Jiren. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, what we're gonna talk about is what was your question about anxiety? How did you ask that again? What was your question?
What are anxiety attacks?
Very good. Very good question. Anxiety attacks, and then I ask you about what is depression, right? Don't look at the camera like you're on TV or something. Just look at me. So, what is depression to you?
Depression is a form, like, it's like you have two modes, happiness and depression.
Okay.
You can switch, it's like off and on, like off.
Okay. You're sweating. Are you nervous? No, it's okay.
Sweating,
Relax.
not
Okay.
sweating, it's like,
Okay, go. So it's like depression is like off, on and off.
yeah. The off is joy, on is sadness.
Okay.
Basically like we're a light switch.
Light switch. So depression is like a light switch for Gian. Now I'll answer this one as far as I know. Okay?
Yeah.
And as far as I experienced. So I'm gonna answer you based on how I experienced depression and how I experienced anxiety and happiness. And there's a very simple way. I heard it from a Facebook reel, and I really think of it that way. So, thinking too much of the past is called depression. Thinking too much of the future, what's about to happen, is anxiety. But staying in the present, like what we're doing now, how I'm sitting down, how you are moving your feet, becoming more aware of your environment at the present moment, you know what that is called?
No.
Happiness.
Huh?
Yes, it's being in the moment. Like when you play with your friends, you play. You don't think about the problems at home, don't think about the problems in the future, in the past. Again, if you think too much of the past, so, and there's a lot of there's a lot of version of this quote. Maybe there's a deeper meaning, but in a simpler form, in the simplest form, as far as I know, if you think too much of the past, whether it's a happy past or a sad past, that's already depression. You dwell too much on the past. Now, if you think too much of the future, oh, what will happen tomorrow? I might be late tomorrow. Oh, what will I eat tomorrow? I might be hungry. Oh no, I don't have the 60 pesos. That is the 60 pesos I don't have. If you do that too much,
That is anxiety.
yes, and the anxiety attack is just like that. When a lot of questions will, fall down your head and pop inside your head for like 10 questions will pop, and then it's about questions about the future. So that's already what?
Anxiety.
So did I answer your question?
Yes.
Does it make it clearer? Do you have any questions about depression, anxiety, and happiness?
No. What?
Okay. What's your question? Well, by the way, we're doing this podcast while I'm working, and it's already. So check the time. It's already 11:25 p.m. here in the Philippines. So it's we're staying up late, but Gian's class will be 12 noon tomorrow, so it's okay. What was your question again? Before you say goodnight to our audience for our first ever podcast.
Like a new question?
Hmm?
Like a new question?
Yeah, I mean, what was your? Did I answer your question about anxiety attacks?
Yes.
Good.
Very well.
Very well. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Do you have any other further questions before we end the podcast?
Yeah.
What other questions do you have?
For one, how do people transfer digital money into real money, like ATM banks?
That's a good question. We're talking about money. You're still 9 years old. But we're gonna cover that next on our next podcast. For tonight, we only covered about anxiety attacks, and I'll have to let Gian sleep because tomorrow he needs to go to school.
And I have a voice.
And we have a recording, so we will definitely answer the last question from Gian, which is how to transfer digital money, like real money. I'm just looking for coins. Real money digital money, like the Bitcoin and the Roblox into real money. So we'll answer that on our next podcast. Once again, this is Justin Borja, and
This is Gian Troy B. Borja. And my school is in...
it's okay. You've done your introduction. It's just like your name, and then we're gonna go. Thank you so much, guys, for watching, and see you next time.
See you soon.
All right.